Live from New Delhi, you're watching DD India Live, India's voice to the world. I'm Amritpal Singh. Coming up in the next 30 minutes, Prime Minister Narendra Modi lays the foundation stone of a fertilizer plant in Assam's Dibrugarh. Says Northeast will emerge as a centre of self-reliant India. United States seizes the second oil tanker off Venezuela's coast. Action comes days after Trump announced a blockade of all sanctioned oil tankers entering and leaving Venezuela. Epstein victims and US lawmakers slammed the number of files released and heavy reduction of released documents. India says no security breach attempt by protesters at the Bangladesh High Commission in New Delhi, reiterates commitment to the safety of foreign missions. The United States apprehended an oil tanker off Venezuela's coast on Saturday, the latest salvo in a pressure campaign against the Caracas. It was the second time in 2 weeks that U.S. forces have intercepted a tanker in the region, and this comes days after President Donald Trump announced a blockade of sanctioned oil vessels heading to and leaving Venezuela. U.S. Homeland Security Chief Kristi Noem posted a video of aerial footage that showed a helicopter hovering just above the deck of a large tanker at sea. As per media reports, the vessel was a Panamanian flagged tanker carrying Venezuelan oil and had recently left Venezuela and was in the Caribbean waters. On December 10th, U.S. forces seized a large oil tanker off the coast of Venezuela that was carrying sanctioned oil from Venezuela to Iran. The Venezuelan government rejected the seizure of a new vessel transporting oil. The statement described it as a serious act of international piracy. It said that Venezuela denounces and rejects the theft and hijacking of a new private vessel transporting oil, as well as a forced disappearance of its crew committed by the military personnel of the United States of America in international waters. The Caracas said that the actions will be reported to the UN Nation Security Council and other multilateral organizations and foreign governments. Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva has said that an armed intervention in Venezuela would be a humanitarian catastrophe in the face of escalating actions from the U.S. towards the regional neighbor Venezuela. Lula and Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum, the leaders of Latin America's two largest economies, had already urged restraint this week as tensions escalated. But on Saturday, during a summit with the South American Mercosur bloc in Foz do Iguaçu, Lula made a stronger statement against what he said would be a dangerous precedent for the world. The police are investigating a deadly shooting in South Africa's Burkersdal, Gauteng, where several people have lost their lives. The motive of the attack remains unclear, and a manhunt for the suspects is underway. DD India's Nasni Ismail has more.
Have been killed and several others injured at a shooting in Beckersdale Township west of Johannesburg during the early hours of the morning. Police say unknown gunmen opened fire on patrons before fleeing the scene. Emergency services responded shortly thereafter, transporting the wounded to nearby medical facilities. At this stage, the motive for the attack remains unknown, and police have not confirmed whether the shooting was targeted or random. The South African Police Service has launched a full investigation and increased police visibility in the area. Deputy SAPS Commissioner Major General Fred Kakana spoke to us earlier, detailing the crime scene.
Found ourselves in a very challenging and unfortunate situation where at about 1 o'clock this morning we had to attend a crime scene where allegedly a white Toyota Quantum and a silver Toyota Etios came into a tavern and they started randomly shooting at the patrons, whereby at the tavern about 5 passed on and 10 were seriously injured. And the same vehicles, then other people, when they're running out, they met them, they shot other 3 on the street while running away. They were taken to the nearest clinic, which is few meters away. They passed on. Another one passed on the road. That's the 9th one. While they were driving, they met a Bolt driver, shot at him, and he also passed on. And currently, we have 10 fatally shot and 10 seriously wounded through gunshot wounds. And among them, there is females who passed on and also females who are injured. We don't know the motive yet, but we are looking for this silver Toyota Etios and white Toyota Quantum, which was used by the suspects.
A manhunt for the suspects is underway, and authorities are urging anyone with information to come forward. Authorities say resources have been mobilized to track down those responsible as pressure mounts on law enforcement to curb violent crime in the area. For DD India, South Africa, I'm Nazneen in Bekkersdal, Johannesburg.
And Australia's Prime Minister Anthony Albanese said on Sunday that he has ordered a review into the police and intelligence services after 2 gunmen shot and killed 15 people at a Jewish festival on the Bondi beach. Albanese said his government will examine whether police and spy services have the powers, structures and sharing arrangements to keep Australians safe. Mourners and community members gathered at the Bondi beach, laying flowers and paying respects as Australia marked a national day of reflection for the victims. And Sydney Put Australia First rally demands stronger leadership after the Bondi shooting. Tens of thousands of people attended the rally, condemning the government and their actions taken in the week since the shooting. Take a look.
I want to thank you for turning up. I really do. Good on you. Good on you for standing up.
Yes.
And I want to recognise those of the Jewish faith and other faiths and Australians who were murdered, mass murdered, at an Australian beach on a Sunday in broad daylight, and for those who have been shot and put into hospital, and pose this question, what the hell has happened to us? You know what he's done? He's banned farmers and recreational shooters out in the country having firearms. And he thinks we're not onto him. Total distraction, because you are weak, Mr. Albanese. You are weak. You are a weak person.
We are done. We are done changing our names. We are done running. And we are done hiding. Yes. We will keep on shining and keep on celebrating life as we do.
And India's Ministry of External Affairs on Sunday clarified that a gathering of 20 to 25 youth outside the Bangladesh High Commission in New Delhi on December 20th was a peaceful protest against the killing of Deepu Chandra Das in Mymensingh and for minority protection in Bangladesh. The spokesperson of the Ministry of External Affairs, Randeep Jaiswal, stated that there was no breach of security or attempt to create disturbance. Police dispersed the group shortly. Visual evidence is publicly available, he said. India reiterated its commitment to the safety of foreign missions under the Vienna Convention, expressing strong concerns to Dhaka over minority attacks and urging justice for the perpetrators. Meanwhile, Bangladesh's Rapid Action Battalion, the RAB, said that no clear evidence of blasphemy has emerged so far in the lynching of a Hindu youth in Mymensingh. Rapid Action Battalion 14 Director Naimul Hassan said that 10 people had been arrested in connection with the killing, including the factory floor manager Alamgir Hussain and the quality manager Miraz Hussain Akhon. According to the battalion, Alamgir forced Deepu to resign and then handed him over to the crowd. The victim was Deepu Chandra Das, who was working at the Pioneer Knitwears Bangladesh Limited. He was beaten to death by a mob on Thursday night over alleged blasphemy. His body was later tied to a tree and set on fire, triggering widespread outrage. Deepu's family accused factory officials of pushing him to his death. The U.S. Justice Department released a heavily redacted trove of files on Friday related to Jeffrey Epstein investigation ahead of the 2026 U.S. election. The trove of material released by the department included photographs of former President Bill Clinton and other famous names in the Epstein's social circle, including Mick Jagger and Michael Jackson. Victims of the convicted Jeffrey Epstein expressed anger after a long-awaited cache of records from cases against him were released, with many pages blacked out and photos censored. Meanwhile, the group of lawmakers, including Democratic and Republican representatives, recently criticized the Department of Justice for its incomplete release of the Jeffrey Epstein files and threatened possible impeachment articles against Attorney General Pam Bondi and her deputy Todd Blanche. Democrats demanded answers after one image that included a photo of Trump was no longer visible in the Justice Department's online release. The department did not immediately respond to a query about the missing file. Meanwhile, the victims of Jeffrey Epstein expressed anger after a long-awaited cache of records from cases against him were released, with many pages blacked out and photos censored. One Epstein survivor, Jess Michelle, said that she spent hours combing the documents to find her victim's statement and communication from when she had called an FBI tip line. Visitor to Manhattan's Washington Square Park voiced a mix of frustration and apathy after the release of the documents. The 11th Nepal Wood International Exhibition 2025 concluded on Sunday in the Brikuti Mandapam in Kathmandu, witnessing a large turnout over 3 days ago. The exhibition showcased products and technologies related to wood, plywood, laminates and wood processing machinery. The expo also featured panel discussions on interior design, emerging trends and global market for wooden handicraft. The companies from Nepal, India, China, Malaysia, Germany, Taiwan, among other countries participated in this expo. The exhibition provided a platform for business networking, professional collaboration and investment by displaying the latest equipment, technology and materials. Coming up, still to come up on DD India News Hour, Chilai Kalan, or the 40-day harshest winter period, commences in Kashmir. A unique exhibition celebrating spiritual diversity through Indian folk and traditional art opens at the Dubai International Arts Centre. Minister Mansukh Mandavia leads first anniversary celebrations of Fit India Sundays on cycle in Puducherry. You're watching DD India Live. I'm Amritpal Singh. President of India Draupadi Murmu has given assent to the Viksit Bharat Guarantee for Rozgar and Ajivika Mission Gramin Bill 2025. The Act will provide a statutory guarantee of 125 days of wage employment in a financial year to every rural household. Earlier, the Parliament passed the Viksit Bharat G Bill 2025, marking a decisive reform in India's rural employment and development work. The Act replaces the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantees Act 2005 with a modern statutory framework that enhances livelihood, security and is aligned with the national vision of Viksit Bharat at 2047. Vice President of India C.P. Radhakrishnan attended the birth centenary celebrations of former Prime Minister late Atal Bihari Vajpayee in Indore on Sunday. The Vice President was warmly welcomed by Madhya Pradesh Governor Mangubhai Patel, the Chief Minister Dr. Mohan Yadav and other dignitaries. The event was organized by the Atal Foundation. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Sunday laid the foundation stone of for the ammonia urea fertilizer project of Assam Valley Fertilizer and Chemical Company Limited at Namrup in Dibrugarh district of Assam. Before the ceremony, he performed Bhumi Pujan for the brownfield project located within the premises of the Brahmaputra Valley Fertilizer Corporation Limited. He also inspected the model of the rural plant. The 10,601 crore rupees initiative will produce 12.7 lakh metric tons of urea annually, enhancing fertilizer self-reliance, supporting northeast farmers, generating employment and fostering industrial growth. Additionally, the Prime Minister inaugurated the new terminal building of the Lokpriya Gopinath Bordoloi International Airport in Guwahati, boosting Assam's connectivity, economy and global outreach. Addressing a rally in Assam's Namrup, Prime Minister emphasized the pivotal role of farmers in building a developed India. He said that his government prioritizes the farmers' welfare through various schemes, ensuring uninterrupted fertilizer supply via the new urea project.
विकसित भारत के निर्माण में देश के किसानों की, यहां के अन्नदाताओं की बहुत बड़ी भूमिका है। इसलिए हमारी सरकार किसानों के हितों को सर्वोपरि रखते हुए दिन रात काम कर रही है। यहां आप सभी को किसान हितैषी योजनाओं का लाभ दिया जा रहा है। कृषि कल्याण की योजनाओं के बीच ये भी जरूरी है कि हमारे किसानों को खाद की निरंतर सप्लाई मिलती रहे। आने वाले समय में ये यूरिया कारखाना ये सुनिश्चित करेगा। इस फर्टिलाइजर प्रोजेक्ट पर करीब 11,000 करोड़ रुपए खर्च किए जाएंगे। यहां हर साल 12 लाख मैट्रिक टन से ज्यादा खाद बनेगी। जब उत्पादन यही होगा तो सप्लाई तेज होगी।
Earlier, Prime Minister Modi paid tributes to the martyrs of the Assam agitation and anti-foreigners movement at Swahid Smarak Kshetra in Guwahati. The recently inaugurated memorial features of an eternal frame honoring the 860 martyrs of the 6-year movement that concluded in 1985. Accompanied by Chief Minister Hemanta Biswa Sarma, he visited the Martyrs Gallery and garlanded the statue of Khadgeshwar Talukdar, the first martyr of the movement. Srinagar welcomed the onset of Chillai Kalan, the 40-day harshest winter period. A brief rainfall on Sunday. The showers provided relief from weeks of dry cold, signaling sharper the temperatures drops and peak snowfall chances ahead, boosting the valley's scenic charm for tourists. More in this report.
Srinagar woke up to a brief spell of rainfall on Sunday, marking the onset of Chillai Kalan, the 40-day period of harshest winter in the Kashmir Valley. The rains brought relief to local residents from the prolonged spell of dry, cold conditions that had plagued the region for the past few weeks.
अभी बहुत ज़्यादा ड्राई स्पेल था तो उसकी वजह से बीमार हो रहे थे बहुत सारे लोग तो अब बारिश हो रही है अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह राहत मिलेगी इस चीज़ से
इस टाइम तो अच्छा बन रहा है क्योंकि यहाँ टूरिस्ट भी आने लगे बहुत टूरिस्ट आने लगे क्योंकि वो भी देखना चाहते कि बर्फ़ गिरने वाला मगर शुक्र अल्लाह का फिर भी गिर रहा है बारिश तो गिर रही है अभी तो पहाड़ी इलाकों में बर्फ़ गिरा है तो गिरने वाला भी यहाँ भी है वो शुक्र अल्लाह का है तो गिरना भी चाहिए तो एक्चुअली कल हमने सुना था शायद सोनमर्ग में गिरा था पहलगांव में गिरा था बर्फ़ गिरा था तो आज हमारी उम्मीद है आज श्रीनगर सिटी में भी बर्फ़ गिरने वाला है तो हम भी दुआ करते हैं बर्फ़ गिरनी चाहिए.
According to both locals and tourists, snow during the winter months adds to the charm of the valley. The period is known to experience a high footfall of visitors from across the country who come here especially to experience the snowfall in the region during this time of the year.
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है अभी यहाँ आके अभी बारिश भी हुआ स्नोफॉल हो तो अच्छा है यहाँ पर वही देखने के लिए हम लोग आए हैं इधर से पहलगाम गुलमर्ग और सोनमर्ग जा रहे हैं और आज शायद बर्फ भी गिर जाए तो बहुत अच्छा है हमारे लिए भी.
Chances of snowfall are maximum and most frequent during Chillai Kalan, with temperatures dropping sharply across the valley during this annual winter phase. According to the local weather office, the Kashmir Valley is set to witness a spell of wet weather with predictions of rain and snow at several places in the coming days.
A unique exhibition celebrating spiritual diversity through Indian folk and traditional art opened this week at the Dubai International Arts Centre. The exhibition, titled Deva, showcases approximately 70 artworks inspired by multiple faiths, reflecting unity through cards exhibition and through artistic expression. The exhibition is being organized by the Indian Folk Art Corridor. The exhibition presents divine themes drawn from Hinduism, Islam, Buddhism and Jainism, offering the visitors a journey through India's rich spiritual and artistic heritage.
This is very unique that we are seeing the Indian folk art and tribal art, also the traditional art. This is not the very first exhibition. We are doing it for last 5 years. I mean, the organization which is holding the exhibition. This is, I think, 5th or 6th exhibition. So we have various range of works here, and also the works which are depicting many other stories in the form of Indian folk art and tribal art.
India's Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports, Mansukh Mandavia, led the first anniversary celebrations of Fit India Sundays on Cycle campaign in Puducherry. The function was also attended by Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry, K. Kailashnathn, Chief Minister N. Rangaswamy and other dignitaries. The event included various fitness activities conducted by experts, followed by a cycle rally led by over 5,000 people. Participated in the rally, wishing awareness about fitness and good health. The initiative is the flagship program of the government and is run with the objective to promote cycling as an effective form of exercise. From graceful shih tzus to vigilant Dobermans, over 300 pedigree dogs representing more than 30 breeds dazzled at the Odisha University of Agriculture and Technologies Veterinary College campus during the 67th, 68th and 69th All Breeds Championship Dog Show. That's it then in this edition of DD India Live, but do let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. For those on the go, you can get all the latest news and updates from India and across the world on DD India's mobile app. The app is available on both Android and iOS platforms. Scan the QR codes you see on your screen right now to download. We'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Amritpal Singh from our entire team here in Delhi. Thank you for watching DD India Live. Bye-bye.